Okay. So, what's important is that they honor my personal space and they're nice about gifts. Okay. So here I just started the session with a couple gifts, a little bit of carrot, and now I'm simply walking away and I'm offering connection. And so you can see that JB is looking at me, Cash is looking at me, and I'm just choosing to walk over to JB and see whether he is willing to connect with me. So this is all built on free will and free choice. So is walking available? Can I just say, hey, can you come with me? And he's like, no, absolutely not. So I'm going to keep the connection. And we're just going to walk together like this. And we have a lick in the chew, right? And can I exhale? Hello. So now I have a choice, right? I can hang out with my horse a little bit. Now, there's not going to be a gift every time because I don't want him to come to me to get a treat. They just show up randomly once in a while. And can I foster a connection without treats? Can I walk away and can my horse follow me? And when he's still in that moment of, yes, I follow around, then I'll stop before he leaves. And then I kind of check in. What is his body like? What do I see? Do I have blinking eyes? Do I have starry eyes? Do I maybe have some little wrinkles around the mouth area? Can I maybe create a little bit of... So one thing that I like to do is I like to take the palm of my hands and I just push a little bit, and then with my fingers I bring a little bit back, and it's a nice wavy movement. And can I just create some relaxation there for him? And here we have a nice lick in the chew. Oh, he just found a piece of carrot in his mouth that was hiding on his cheek, I guess. Good boy. Good boy. Can I walk away? So right now we're harmonizing, right? So can I walk a little bit faster? And does he choose to harmonize with me? Can I turn? My inside shoulder goes backwards, just like I would do with riding. Okay, maybe I have to slow down a little bit so that he can catch up with me. And so can I make a transition to a medium walk? Can I make a transition to a fast walk? Look at that, we're having a trot. I didn't ask for a trot. So now I'm looking at how is that trot, right? So we had the head a little bit high. It's pretty normal for JB in the beginning. So can I just help him with my body language? See whether we can have a little bit of a heavy head there and bring some relaxation and walk a little bit faster. Can he follow me when I walk faster? Do I have to slow down a little bit for him to catch up? So my conversation is always what I see and feel and maybe even hear from my horse. So there we had a little bit of a shake, so shook off some tension. So I have not used my stick, right? I'm carrying my stick with 2 fingers and it's dragging on the ground. I'm not using any energy picking my stick up, right? Like this is neutral, this means nothing. Now I'm picking my stick up. Now I'm putting energy in my arm carrying the stick. So I want to have my stick in a resting position, and my stick is never to make things happen. It's always for clarification, to help with understanding. So there we had a little exhale, and so I know from JB that this little bit of tension in the beginning is pretty normal for him. He used to be a horse that had a lot of tension, right? So right here, I didn't facilitate finding relaxation. He's licking and chewing, so I'm gonna wait until he's completely done with the processing. And sometimes we humans, we think, oh, now my horse is done. He's not licking and chewing anymore. But sometimes they start again. And sometimes the licking and chewing can turn into a yawning. So we want to make sure that we're giving plenty of opportunity. While I'm doing that, I'm kind of checking my own body. So I've got one leg cocked, my shoulders are kind of hanging down, and I'm just kind of looking at, so I feel like I have like pushed my hip over here, and there's some tension here. So can I just relax that in a way where I don't feel tension? And just me moving around a little bit brought his head up a little bit. So can I maybe just pet him? And with my touch, I literally can bring attention to where the tension is, attention to where tension is. It was right here, right? And so right now, his head came down a little bit. So can I walk off? What is going to happen if I walk off? Can I turn? Walk backwards and ask for spiraling backwards. Is that available to me? There, his nose is right at my belly button. So we've talked about this idea that we need to have space conversation in place in order to do spiraling backwards. So right here, he's really close to me and he can't really put his head somewhere, right? So notice how I just stood and he figured out that he needed to put a little bit of a space between me and him. Just me starting to talk about my personal space. He's like, oh yeah, my head goes over here, my head goes over there. Oh, I need to make some room. So he just made a couple steps backwards. I didn't ask him for that. So JB has a little bit of a tendency to become a crocodile when it comes to treats. So a lot of times I put my treats in my hand and I close my hand and I bring my hand down, and this is not gonna get him the treat. This is not gonna get him the treat. There you go. And so that foot came forward, so can I just have a conversation about that? Good. So in general, when I spiral backwards, I like to have my stick on the inside. Sometimes you will see me having the stick on the outside, and I might use it as a little bit of a guiding light, but in general, I have it on the inside. And so all I'm doing is, I'm making the space between him and me available. And as he is still, right, can you feel right now how he's going a little bit slower? So I'm going to have to stop, right, so that I don't lose him. When he's still in the game, when he still wants to participate, then I need to make sure that I stop before he makes up his mind. So right now, he's got me in his right eye, right? And so can I, and he's stepped on my string, and trust me that I never think that something like this is a coincidence, right? So can I move? And when I spiral backwards, can I facilitate so he doesn't need to feel Okay, you have a relaxed horse when your horse starts scratching him or herself. Oh, there is one mosquito left with a hind leg while you're doing something, right? So come here, sweetheart. So as I'm watching him, I see that his nostrils are a little bit of a different size, right? Hi, sweetie. And again, he's got me in his right eye. Can I keep walking? And can he put his head between my arms? Right there. Now he's got me in his right eye again. Can I start again? Can he put his head between my arms? Oh, what a good boy you are. And that clearly deserves a piece of carrot. So again, he cannot start mugging me. There you go. Good job. And that honestly might be the entire session with him.